Hi, I'm Nick Ronald and I'm from Secret Influence. I am a copywriter, content marketing consultant, and I also do a lot of public speaking, and I'm also an author. So I talk and write a lot about how to communicate and influence others. I'm talking today about how to sell without selling. Sales, that dreaded word. People hate to think that they're being sold to. It's got these connotations of being influenced, forced, subconsciously conned, convinced to do something or buy something you don't really want to. And most people in business don't like to sell, they feel uncomfortable doing it. And basically, we need to sell, we need to sell, we need to buy. That's how we live, that's how businesses thrive, that's how people make money. Even in jobs, we're selling our time, we're selling our skills. Every day we buy something, we hop on a bus or the tube, we tap our card, we do our weekly shopping, we buy a coffee. Sales is a normal part of life. So, how to sell without selling? Well, certainly hard selling is not everyone's style, and that was very much the style of a sort of 1980s, 1990s, a big push hard sell. But I think most people, most companies first get a message out in a softer way. So, I'm going to go through some of the ways you can do this, how you can sell in a way that you're comfortable with, and in a way that you're not, in a way that your audience are comfortable with as well. So it all starts with knowing your target audience. You don't want to try and sell to people who'll never buy, sell to the wrong people. You want to sell to people who will be interested and who have a problem that you can solve. So it's really important to know exactly who your target audience is. Do your research. Draw up an ideal target market profile or avatar. What do they look like? Where do they work? How much they earn? Do they have children? Are they married? Where do they on holiday? What do they like to do in their free time? The more you know about your ideal target market, the better. Um, because then you can ensure that your budget of your money and time is spent effectively in reaching the right people. Selling a quality product or service. If you're going to sell, you don't want to. You want to have confidence in your product. You want to believe in your product. You want to know that it's a high quality product that has value. That it is something that is made well or packaged well, that it's high quality, whether it's a service you provide or an actual physical product. You want to know it so well that people buy it, they'll be happy with it. They'll be so happy they will write a 5-star review. They will write a testimonial. They'll tell their friends about it. Social proof is so important. Genuine, authentic reviews of products or services. If it's genuine, then people will believe in it. People search for these and they refer to them. Social proof is so important. And what you don't want to do is sell a product or service that people aren't happy with. They complain. They don't buy again. They tell other people about it. They write a bad comment on social media. You want happy customers. You want happy clients. And it all starts having a high quality product or service. It provides genuine value. It has genuine, clear benefits. It can solve a problem. It can help people. So have a unique selling point. It's very hard to we there's so many people doing the same thing as us, whatever your product or service is. But what makes you unique? You may be selling a similar product or service to someone else. You may be a coach or an accountant or do marketing services or have health products. But what makes yours, even if it's similar to other people's, what makes yours unique? There must be something that is unique about your product or service or your business that makes you stand out. Because that unique selling point is what is going to differentiate you from everyone else. It's what's going to sell your product or service. So be clear on it and bullet point those, learn them, have them off by heart. What makes you unique? Focus on your branding. Branding is so important because people don't just buy your product or service; they buy into your brand. And the brand is obviously it's your distinctive design, identity. The colors, the logo, but more importantly, it's the tone of voice. It's what you say, how you say it. It's your values, what you believe in, why you do what you do, why do you start your company, why do you sell these products or services, how do you help people, why do you want to help them this way. Um, Good branding reflects everything you do and everything you sell, and everything you why you sell these things. Ultimately it's because you're trying to help your customers, clients. You want to help them. You want to improve their life in some way. And branding builds trust. And branding is how people perceive who you are and what you do. And it can be obviously your values, your content you share, your tone of voice. It can be what you believe in, your vision, your mission, all these elements. And if you have a good, positive brand with a good reputation, you're seen as an expert, you're seen as having good customer service experience for people, then people will engage with that. People will follow your brand. They'll like your brand. You grow that engaged following, which is so important. Because what we ultimately want is to have not just customers or clients, but we want a tribe of followers, a tribe of fans. And I'll talk about that a bit more in a minute. So platforms, what platforms you use? You have a website, whatever platform you have, whether it's a website or social media platforms, make sure that they are clear and concise so people can straight away when they go to them know who you are and what you do. You want people to stay on your website as long as possible, your platforms as long as possible. The longer they stay in it, the more likely they are to click that call to action. The more likely they are to buy your product or service, sign up for your newsletter, attend that event, contact you. And it's all about getting people to that call to action. It's a step-by-step process. Those touch points are getting closer towards the sales. Very rarely is it someone sees something, buys it, and that's it. They see a product or they see your advert and they buy it. Normally you have to build up a relationship, lots of touch points before people actually buy. So have a very clear website, clear Facebook page, very engaging though. Have relevant images, have lots of quality content that engages them, that they want to read, that they get value from, that helps address and talk about the problems and struggles they have. Motivate them, inspire them, maybe use a bit of humor if relevant. But get them to stay on your website page or your social media page and engage with it, to like and to message and to follow and to ultimately click on those calls to action. SEO is important because we want to move away from trying to direct sell, to push our content out, to try and really want people to come to us. And SEO is a way of building those elements in. So when you do your website or even again your social media pages, are they clear and easy to read? Are there words, descriptions of images, descriptions relevant? Do you have keywords, backlinks, other elements of SEO? So, but when people search for your product or service, you come up top. They find you easily. They see you straight away. You don't have to push your website onto people. They find it easily. They're intrigued, they're interested, they're hooked, and then they contact you. And again, the social media. Social media is massive. It's always going to be here. It's changing, evolving, new platforms. Where do your ideal target market hang out? Which platforms do they use? Don't waste your time being on platforms, social media platforms, but your market don't be on. Don't waste your time putting out content that people you want to reach don't read. So where do your research? Where do your target market hang out? Which platform they use? Those ones you've got to be on. Those ones you've got to do content. Make sure your content is engaging, offers value, is targeted towards them. It talks to them personalized way, showing you understand who they are, offering value. Like I say, sometimes use with humor, intrigue them, do a mix of post types, but make sure it's engaging and relevant to them. So if you are looking to target professionals, particularly corporates, you might use LinkedIn. If you're looking perhaps the younger generation, you might be looking at more sort of social media like Instagram, perhaps Facebook. So, but it's all about, at the end of the day, aiming to create a community, a tribe of fans. Because what you want to do with your selling is to avoid trying to constantly sell and getting sales here and there. People buy one off and go away. It's a constant process of trying to get new sales. You, of course, are constantly trying to sell because you're constantly trying to reach more, generate more leads and convert to sales. But essentially, what you want to do is build an ever-growing tribe of fans of your brand. People who like your products and service so much, they come back and they buy it again or buy something else you sell. They tell their friends they want to shout it out. They do a review or a testimonial without being pushed to do that. They are natural referrals by telling other people what great experience they had and what great product they bought. And also, these people will be ambassadors to your brand. It could be ambassadors in they are doing it in an affiliate marketing way, or it could just be naturally they love your brand so much they follow you, they subscribe to your channels, they read your content, and like I say, they shout out and tell the world because they love you so much. That's the ideal thing you want to do. So the bigger companies spend millions trying to build certain images and certain community and build up their subscribers and build this loyal following. It's so important. It sounds like heaven, but it's definitely should be an important part of marketing strategy. Build a community, engaging your followers, building up a loyal tribe of fans. Do this and you become a master of selling without selling, because selling shouldn't be a just a formal process done a certain way at certain times. It should be a constant process. You should be, whatever you do, particularly though if what you do is your own business, perhaps you're an entrepreneur, you're doing a startup or it's a side hustle, you should be passionate about it. You should really believe in what you do and what you sell. You should believe you do help people. You've got a great product. And so you should be telling people whenever they ask, if someone says, what do? You open up and you're excited, because that excitement is infectious. If you're passionate about what you do and you tell people how it helps people, people get hooked in. People like excitement. They engage with that. You can create rapport with people. And every time you speak to people, it's a networking opportunity. Networking isn't a formal suit and tie, presentation, front of the room, glasses of wine afterwards, networking event. Networking is a constant process, particularly, like I say, if your own business, if you're in a coffee shop, you're in the pub, you are at a gathering of any sort through perhaps a hobby or interest you have, and pursue any opportunity to bump into someone just by naturally chatting about what you do. You never know, it could be an opportunity to follow up and have another conversation. If you have a chat with someone, they tell you they're struggling something and you think, wow, yes, I could help them. This is the sort of person I can sell my product to. They're the people I can help. This person's challenge is something I've got a solution for. So you should see networking as a constant process. If you tell someone what they do and they're interested, give them your business card, jot down their number, follow it up. Every opportunity should naturally be a process of networking and selling what you do. And also mindsets. I want to finish with that. Selling shouldn't be something we're scared of, because if we believe in a product or a service so much, then it should be something we naturally, organically do all the time. Talk about your product service. Do you write blogs about subjects relating to it? Did you sort of be a guest speaker and talk about something related to it? Take every opportunity to talk about not just your product or service, of course, but about the problems people are facing and how you try to help them. You should have a positive mindset of, how can I make the world a better place through what I do? Because every business is there to solve a problem. It's to address a challenge. So when you do meet people, when you're talking about your business, remember that you should be doing the process of listen, learn, link. You listen 80% of the time. You want to encourage people to talk. People love talking about themselves. The more they talk, the more you listen, the more you can understand their challenges and what they're going for. And then you can know how you can help them. Get to their pain points deeply. Connect their needs to your solutions. Listen, listen, listen. When you chat to people, see it as a coaching process. Practice your active listening. And then at the end, you can build a relationship, follow up with them, get their contact details, and offer them a solution. As long as it's relevant to them and you're not pushing it, but you're generally showing the benefits of what you do, then there is already a open avenue to make that sale. So with that, I hope that's been helpful, and hopefully you can now see that selling isn't and shouldn't be a hard push, a hard sale, an influence of persuasion. It should be an ongoing, subtler process of building up a engaged community of followers who believe in what you do and see the benefits and want to buy from you. And you do that through social proof, through engaging content, through networking. Thank you.